Yo, what is up guys? It is SneakerArmy with a new video, and today we're going to be talking about the 3 new Holi Human Race NMDs. So let's start with some basic information, then we can move on to how to cop these sneakers, and then some resale predictions. So first, some basic information. There's going to be 3 NMDs coming out on Friday, 2 a.m. Eastern Time. This is definitely subject to change, the time of course, but it's early, it's really early, 2 a.m. Eastern Time. So you're going to have to set an alarm for like 1:30 a.m. and that's during a school night. It's going to be rough. So that's a grind within itself. And then you're going to have to get up and then try to get these shoes, which is going to be really hard. So first you're going to go to adidas. So it's going to be coming out on adidas.com. $250 each for each pair. And I'm not sure how many pairs they're going to be releasing yet. So I recommend you guys to follow my Twitter, which is at @sneaker_army, for any updates on the sneakers. I'm gonna probably be releasing, if the time does change, any small updates or important updates to these sneakers that are coming out. So I definitely recommend you guys to follow me on Twitter to stay updated with these sneakers. So let's talk about how to cop these shoes or sneakers. There's 2 different methods that are 2 different things that might happen. 2 different releases. One, it could be a first come first serve, which isn't like the most probable, but it's still a possibility. So it could be a first come first serve, where they just give the shoes to whoever comes in first. It's pretty self-explanatory. Second is the second possibility, which I think is more probable, is a waiting room or a splash page. Now, let's first, I can do both. I can do how to cop for both of these, just in case it is a first come first serve. So let's get into it, the first come first serve right away. The first thing I'd recommend you guys to do, if it is a first come first serve, is to sign into your Google Chrome. This is very important because it can help you bypass or help you get past the CAPTCHA, the little Google CAPTCHA. Sometimes it'll get rid of it. It's a pretty good chance it'll get rid of the CAPTCHA, so you don't have to fill out the CAPTCHAs. It's not like a 100% chance, but if you sign into Google Chrome, I mean, you might as well do it. It only takes 2 minutes, and you might get rid of the CAPTCHA, which can really save you some time. So, speaking of saving time, the second thing I definitely recommend you to do, if you don't have it already, is to have your autofill set up. If you don't know how to do that, let me know down in the comments. I can make a video, or I can just help you out in the comments to the best of my ability. But you definitely want to have autofill set up. It's a first come first serve. You want to get all your information done really fast. So my third thing is, if you're gonna get more than one, this is mainly for resellers, or if you're just trying to get someone else an extra pair because you're really nice and you're trying to hook up a friend, you're gonna want to use different credit cards. I'm not 100% sure they're gonna cancel your order or anything if you use the same credit card, but I would definitely not risk it. I would play it safe, use different credit cards, because you don't want to get stuck in a processing pay limit loop or have one of your shoes canceled. That would be horrible. So definitely use some different credit cards if you have them available. You might as well. Another tip that I found out from Keith Adam, who's a really good YouTuber, I'm probably gonna put his link down below. He taught me that if you press Command R on the Mac, it'll allow you to refresh the page without having to click the refresh button. So what this allows you to do is you can keep your cursor on like where the purchase button is gonna be, and that way you can save like an extra 2 seconds. So you can spam Command R without having to move your cursor. So right when it pops up, the purchase button, you can click it right away without having to move it back. So it can save you some extra 3 seconds, and that's very crucial in a first come first serve release. So the other release, the waiting room or splash page, is a bit different. So the first thing you're gonna need to know how to do is the multiple people jig. And if you do not know how to do it, I'm gonna try to briefly explain it. I will definitely make a video explaining it more in depth or help you out in the comments if you don't understand it. But what Adidas does is it tracks your cookies. So what this multiple people jig does is it allows you to get around that. So on the top right of your screen, there's going to be a little person, and if you click on that person, there's going to be an option to add a person. So you're going to do that, and you're going to it's going to pop out like another tab, and you can make a bunch of these people, and then have all these different pages on your screen, trying to go for the human races. So you can have like 8 different people into the waiting room. So you're gonna try to fit as many as you can on your screen. Obviously, you're not gonna try to put like 100 on a tiny little screen because then you can't see anything. But a good way to get around that is if you press F3 on a Mac or Command Tab on Windows, you can view all of your windows at once. You can try it right now actually, and you can see every single window that you have. So it's like very nice to have that ability, because like when you have 30 tabs or 20 tabs, it starts to get like very crammed and messy. So you can see them all like very easily. So you can see if you passed the waiting room, or if you're in, or you can have the ability to purchase the shoe. So it's very nice to have that. And then the third tip, this is like just because of this shoe, of these sneakers that are coming out. There's 3 different sneakers, so 3 different pairs of sneakers, 3 different colorways. So you're gonna have 3 different tabs for each one of those colorways. So for each person, you're gonna have 3 different tabs of each of the 3 sneakers. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna rotate around these tabs constantly, so you can see if you got in to the sneaker. So then my 4th tip is to try to be connected to a strong internet. Lots of people like they don't have the strongest internet, and then most of the times it is Adidas that's the problem, but sometimes it is your internet. So you really want to make sure that you have a strong internet, because you're going to be holding, if you're going to be holding like 30 to 40 or even 50 like different Chrome users. So you want to make sure you're connected to a strong internet. That's just a backup. Like, I don't know if that really does much, but you do want to make sure that you're connected to a strong internet, because like it's just better for you, and you can get in, like it just processes stuff faster. So it's really nice to be connected to a strong internet. And my last 2, the 6th tip is patience. And so I'm not one to talk about this because I do not have a lot of patience, but you have to have patience when you're doing these releases, because Adidas is going to mess with you. They're going to give you a ton of errors. They have like the worst servers in the entire world. It's like the worst experience, and you're going to start freaking out that you can't get the shoe. If you can just have patience and relax, you'll have a much better chance if you're panicking and you're getting so like scared that you're getting error codes and all that stuff. So have patience. Even if you don't get it immediately, don't like say, oh, I'm never gonna get it. Just wait till the end and see if you can get it. And pray to the Adidas gods. That is my last word of advice. It's gonna work, guaranteed. I'm just joking. But if you do not get these, if you do not win any of these sneakers from the Adidas, there's always a backup, and these backups are raffles. Now you have a very low chance of winning these raffles, but it's still a backup and still just an extra little way to get these shoes if you can't get them already. Like if you mess up the Adidas and then you're just like, oh, that sucks, you have a backup. Like for the raffles, you might actually win one, and you can get one of these sneakers. So I will put all the raffles to the links. I'll put all the links to the raffles down below that I have available to me, and I'll also update them on Twitter. So it's also very good if you follow me on Twitter, because that way you can see all the new raffles that come out after I upload this video. Okay, so now let's talk about the resale predictions. So what I'm estimating it to be is around $400 to $450 for resale. That's like the cheapest one. Now this is just my prediction, what I think it's going to be, because I think this is going to be similar to the blank canvas, or maybe a little bit more stock. So I think it's going to be a little bit less pricey, and I think there's also a little bit less of demand because there's 3 of them, and there's a lot. So there's not going to be like 4 of these Holi Human Races. So I think that's going to lessen the demand because there's more stock of more of these Holi Human Races. So I think it's going to lessen the resale for each of these. So I'll continue to, this isn't like set in stone like 400 for the cheapest, for the least expensive, but I'll continue to update and resell my resale predictions as we get closer to the release. So, you know, as always, just make sure to follow me on Twitter. So my name is SneakerArmy. I'm just starting out on YouTube, so I'm really planning on doing more of these how to cop guides, maybe even some streams. Not for this one, unfortunately, because it's a school night and it's 1:30 a.m. That's like too crazy for me. But I'm also gonna be doing some more resale predictions. So if you guys are into that type of stuff, then I would definitely recommend you guys to subscribe. I'm not pressuring you guys or anything, but if you guys want to, and maybe we can put a like goal of three likes. Yeah, maybe we can hit that. I don't know. And I'm hoping to hit 5 subscribers by the end of next week. So if you guys can help me accomplish those goals, that'd be awesome. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys cop. If you have any problems or any questions, hit me up in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.